What is lighting in the built environment? Natural light comes from windows and skylights. Artificial light provided by electrical lights. Studies have been conducted from school districts by obtaining performance data looking for correlations with the amount of daylight provided by in classroom environments. Lighting affects children's health and comfort. Research has shown that fluorescent tube lights is counterproductive to children's learning. Blue light from fluorescent bulbs can trigger headaches, making them a cause of stress. The intense light waves causes hyperactivity and anxiety. Nothing can beat the benefits of natural light when incorporated in classrooms. Health and concentration of children increase and positive psychological and physical benefits arise. Improved academic performance is a result of better concentration. In return, student confidence increase, keeping it keeping them more focused and feeling secure in their studies. Artificial lighting makes it difficult for kiddos to contain their frustration and control their emotions throughout the day. Having a classroom with more windows and uncovered windows is a great way to incorporate natural lighting. But why? Our brains are accustomed to sleeping at night and working during the day. The artificial light is not familiar with the brain's biology and becomes a microstressor. Natural light provides kiddos with a conductive ambience to calm down.
Architects and designers definitely have an important role in the implementation of strategic daylighting in schools. The question remains, is more always better when it comes to daylighting? Not necessarily. More is not always better. Designers may view larger window areas as more desirable in classroom settings. From our research, we have seen that daylighting has a positive effect on the children. But our focus has dug deeper, and we are looking at how the ability to control the incoming daylight impacts the whole user experience, controlling the amount of incoming daylight through window shades, for example. So how much daylight is the ideal amount for today's tech-enabled schools? Stantec's research group found that with sunshades and light shelves, user satisfaction with daylight was very low. What is the major source of dissatisfaction? Glare. Students were unable to see notes on the marker board or the projections on the screen in their classrooms. In the study, Daylight and School Performance in European School Children, researchers found that daylighting significantly impacts the performance of the kids and accounts for more than 20% higher test scores. So what is a successful lighting strategy for educational environments? An artful balance between daylighting with electric sources and control technologies. Sunshades and light shelves help to mitigate glare. Ample lighting controls includes features such as daylight sensors, control tuning, and dimming that allows for flexibility. So what is a designer's role in all of this? When specifying the LED sources, the aim should be a minimum color rendering index of 80 and full spectrum lamps. This promotes visual comfort, reduces glare, exhibits low levels of noise and flicker, and as a result, reduces the distraction for the students. We've looked at the following case study that demonstrates the controlled use of daylight in an educational environment. The Richard J. Lee Elementary School, located in Texas, uses a design with large windows and daylight harvesting through reflective ceiling tubes, which enables natural light to reach 90% of the interior. The placement and sizes of the windows were strategic to make sure light reaches deep into the spaces. Punched openings were placed along the wall to create exterior overhangs for sunshading. Daylight is diffused to avoid glare in the interior with the corresponding surrounds. Colorful, fun portals where students can learn and read individually were placed along the wall. Window size is not directly proportional to the amount of useful daylight available in a space. That's because glare is not considered useful. A fun fact, the amount of useful daylight illuminance, called UDI, is actually lower in larger windows.
And so for daylighting, it provides many benefits, including increased productivity, improved health and moods, attention spans, and energy savings, healthier students, and fewer sick days. Natural light amplifies the mood enhancing brain chemical serotonin. Studies have shown that more sunlight exposure you receive, the higher the level of serotonin in the body, which boosts feelings of calm and happiness. And additionally, natural light positively affects the body's internal clock and can improve sleep, release hormones, and boost overall well being. For the disadvantages, the overuse of daylighting in schools can result in creating glare, an excessive amount of light stagnant in a single place, which can cause discomfort and mood patterns to the occupants, such as teachers, students, and principals, and so forth. And so the improper window placement can create poor balance of lighting in the room, limiting the use of space. In addition to the excessive amount of light entering, there's excessive amounts of heat energy that's generated through daylighting, which forces the HVAC systems to use more energy to cool down the area, affecting the institution financially. And so through testing, to further our research, we will explore the psychological advantage of operable windows in elementary schools, which provides an ideal setting for the statistical study of human performance relative to the specific building design characteristics and standardized curriculum, where we will be able to document the effect through both quantitative and qualitative methods. Qualities can be evaluated through documentation of behavior and moods of both students and instructors. It can consist of commentaries, observations, and reactions students have with instructors, as well as reflecting on the teachings and learnings that occur in relation to the percentage of the light within the space. Analysis of test scores will provide quantitative information on how the various light settings impacted their students. And so report control over daylighting gives architects and designers the ability to maintain the quality and accessibility of the institutions. So how does lighting affect learning? Classroom lighting does affect cognition, as is proven in terms of academic achievement, attention rates, working speed, productivity, and accuracy, among other effects. Lighting that is too dim can cause difficulties in learning, like affecting brain focus and visual clarity when reading. It can also lower psychological well-being over time. While on the other hand, lighting that is overly bright and fluorescent was shown to contribute to off-task behavior and making hyperactive behavior much worse. So the importance of good lighting in classrooms all depends on the fact that lighting doesn't only affect us visually, but it also has the impact on different physical and emotional attributes, all based on the characteristics of the light itself, which in turn influence the pupil's school performance. And through those studies, it shows that exposure to natural light improves students' test scores, attendance, and behavior. Thank you.